What's the matter, Hesser? You afraid that if you don't kidnap a person a month, you're going to lose your touch?
Have a seat.
So why did you have your goons hustle me out of the airport?
We had some business to discuss.
Oh, you should have called. I could have saved you the big bucks you're wasting on these associates of yours.
I admire a man who's not easily intimidated. I hope before we conclude our business, we'll become friends.
There's another flight to L.A. this afternoon, and I'm going to be on it, even if it means having a police escort with me.
Oh, we gotta set a date.
Boy, you're just eager to get me married off, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm also eager to get a house of our own, build maybe a house of our own, and mow the lawn on Saturday morning.
Oh, no.
No, what? You don't think I can mow lawns? You don't think I know how to, like, take care of flowers and stuff, domestic things? No?
Well, you're a man of many talents. I'm sure that you do, but can't be doing that on Saturdays.
Why?
That's our special time. We get up, we make coffee, hot chocolate for me, and we go back to bed, have breakfast in bed.
And then we read the newspaper.
Yes, then we read the newspaper, and then we make love until 12 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, 10.
What are you saying to me? That, like, this Saturday is the only day we can make love?
Well, maybe.
Or maybe not.
Wait, Jake.
What?
We can't do this.
Oh, yeah, we can.
We have to go over to Landfair. Vicky and Clint are just getting back.
Oh, yay! I can't wait. Okay, all right. I'm just kidding. Listen, just remember where we are.
Okay.
And one more thing.
Yes?
What's Vicky's gardener's name?
Nick. Why?
Nick. Because I want to ask him about where I can get a good used lawnmower. Hey, there they are. Nice you come down to meet us.
So
What are you talking about? Pleasure. Good to see you.
Rested, I
Listen, I couldn't keep Tina at home. She wanted to make sure you guys brought her something. You did bring her something, huh?
Did you? Of course we brought. Wait a minute. Yes, I brought you some, but you're not going to see it till we get in the car. Sorry, no, we can't. We can't. Madam Mayor.
Vicky, would you comment on Gabrielle Holden's guilty plea?
Did you know she was at Landfair the day that Johnny D was killed in your sister's
Why
bedroom?
wasn't anyone from the Buchanan family at the courthouse? She said she was a friend of yours.
Hold it. We just arrived. We have no idea what's going on down at the courthouse.
Oh, come on, Clint, don't stonewall us. It's obvious that you took Vicky out of town so that she wouldn't be questioned. She is the mayor of this city, and she owes it to her citizens to be honest with them and tell them the truth.
Wait a minute, Dorian. We're going to see our children first. And then I will get in touch with Herb and with Troy Nichols, and we'll find out what's going on.
So you can continue this cover-up? No way, Vicky. We want to know now. Do you know who killed Johnny D?
Yeah, we want to know now. Do you guys, do you have information?
Gabrielle admitted stealing the tape from Tina's bedroom. She also admitted lying to the police about it.
Did you know that Gabrielle was at Landfair the morning of the murder?
Vicky was in a wheelchair downstairs because she was recovering from a stroke. There's no way that she knew anything about what happened that day or anything about Gabrielle at all.
Do you know, Tina?
Of course I don't, Dorian. I was knocked unconscious by Johnny.
Well, who gave the tape to the police? Because Gabrielle didn't.
You'll have to ask Troy Nichols or Herb Callison.
The DA refused to allow the tape to be played in court this morning.
Yes, he's keeping it sealed pending the outcome of his investigation into Johnny D's murder.
Then even if we did know anything about the tape, we couldn't comment on it, could we? Now, if you'll excuse us, we'd like to get home and see our kids.
Wait a minute. The rumors are that those tapes reveal Johnny D's killer. We have also heard rumors that you know exactly what's on that tape, and you are using your position as mayor to protect the guilty party.
Is this true, Mrs. Buchanan?
Do you know who killed Johnny D?
Mrs. Buchanan has no comment. She'll be happy to answer your questions later. We'll set up a press conference. In the meantime, we would like to spend some time with our family.
So you can continue your cover-up? You haven't told us anything yet.
Dorian, if you had just gotten off a plane a few seconds ago and got barged by 100 reporters with 100 questions, you would probably be overwhelmed too. Why don't you just back off?
You know, all of these questions would have been asked weeks ago, but their conspiracy to secrecy has kept us completely in the dark. We don't know any of the truth.
Tell me, Dorian, what are you interested in? Headlines or the truth?
I would really like to print the truth in my headlines. Now, the DA is working on 3 cases. Gabrielle's theft, of the tape, Johnny D's murder, and Carlo Hesser's attempted murder on Megan. But you seem to be the common thread running through all three cases. Now, I think we all have a right to the truth and some answers, some truthful answers right now.
All right, just a moment. When the time is appropriate, I will answer all questions.
Back off, Dorian.
Do you know who killed Johnny D?
No comment.
Does Nicky Smith know who killed him?
Don't let her go just now. Let's just get out of here.
No. Would you hold this for me a moment, please? Dorian and I can settle this once and for all. Come with me, Dorian. Yes, come with me.
Where's the banner and the balloons? Don't these kids know that Vicky and Clint are coming home?
The kids aren't home from school yet, I don't think.
There you go. So smart. We're going to have to do the decorating
I'm an
ourselves.
investigator.
Kevin saves the day.
What are you guys doing here?
Oh, we came home to welcome Vicky and Clint back. So, we'll set out all the streamers.
Hey,
and
look, this is my private stuff.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I just assumed it was decorations.
But you didn't know your parents were coming home today?
No.
Well, you're not going to throw us away. These are your trophies. I mean, what's going on here?
Look, I'm moving out.
You're what? No, wait a minute.
Look, it's real simple. I'm going out on my own.
Why? Because you had a couple of arguments with your parents?
No, because I'm not a kid anymore. I want to take care of myself.
Look, don't be so eager to grow up, okay? There's plenty of time for independence and responsibility.
Look, I'm ready now.
I have a lot of friends that are nearly 30 and they're still living at home. For one thing, it's a lot cheaper. Do you know how expensive it is out there?
Yes, I do. I signed a lease on a place today.
Where?
It's across town on 2nd, near Front Street.
Kevin, you can't live there. That's a very bad neighborhood.
Calm down. I live there. It's not that bad.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. I figured you might understand. You went out on your own when you were about my age, didn't you?
Yeah, when I was about your age, but it was tough. I mean, it was tough, Kev.
Well, I can handle it.
I'm sure you can, but why put yourself through it when you don't have to?
You got through it.
Yeah, I got through it, but I missed out on a lot of stuff. I missed out on an education. I was too busy scrapping around trying to get food in my stomach and pay the rent and do things like that, you know?
A lot of people work their way through school, and I can do it too.
But it's a pain in the butt. Why do it when you don't have to? I tried. I couldn't do it. You have parents that have money. I didn't. They're just trying to make things comfortable for you until you graduate. Don't be stupid.
Why do you want to throw away an advantage like that?
I can earn my own advantages.
But there's some things you can't earn. You're lucky. You've got a family that'll stand up for you, that they love you. Why would you want to walk out on that?
There's one thing wrong with your pretty family portrait, Jake.
What?
Trust.
All right, you want to be a grown-up? Why don't you act like one and try and understand the fear that made them try and protect you?
Talking to you is just like talking to Dad.
Why are you doing this to Vicky? You know that she's going to be devastated if she finds that you've moved out when she goes home. Now, come on. She's gone through so much. Why are you sitting here? Don't you have any consideration for her feelings?
Look, I'll explain everything to them as soon as I've moved into my place.
No. I'm not letting you go.
Send your gorillas back to their cages, Hesser. I've got to be to L.A. in the morning. I have a film to edit.
The film will be edited in Landview, Mr. Guthrie. I've made arrangements to have the negative delivered to an editing facility here in town. Mr. Guthrie, I put a lot of money into this film. I will do what is ever necessary to ensure that I see a return on my investment.
Are you admitting that you're the one who funded this project?
Yes.
Jake told me weeks ago that you were involved. I thought he was crazy. I found no record of your involvement.
No, that was Chad's suggestion. He felt because I knew so little about film, I should stay in the background. And he should have total control. Which he did. But now that he's in jail, I had no choice but to step front and center and do whatever.
Cut it, Husser. I know why you got involved in this film. Had nothing to do with Art of Profits. All you cared about was getting revenge in the Buchanan family.
Oh, paranoia and propaganda.
No, this was a means to an end for you.
Mr. Guthrie.
A way to get Nicky Smith to kill Megan with nobody suspecting that you were involved.
That's absurd.
Only thing is your plan failed. And now you want to slither your way out of an attempted murder rap. You're going to hate what you did to Megan! Mr. Guthrie.
My compliments. These are two of my best men.
Look, Hesser, the game is over. You got sloppy and let Vicky trick you into believing that she was Nikki Smith. Only thing is she knew what was going on all along, and she's gonna nail you at the trial. You better appreciate your freedom.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Shh, shh. Out.
Come on, Mr.
Out. Put the gun away. Out. Since I am innocent and have great faith in our criminal justice system, I'm not worried about the trial. However, I do have great concerns about this film, Mr. Guthrie. Whatever your opinion of me is, I'm still your employer. And I expect complete and total loyalty, as well as your continued dedication to this film project.
Loyalty to you? Dream on, killer. If I'd known you were behind this, I'd have told you to get another patsy a long time ago.
But you're committed now, Mr. Guthrie. I've seen the dailies. We could have a great film. I understand people in the industry are very supportive of new talent. Well, we might even win some awards.
We might.
Well, as executive producer, I certainly intend to enjoy the spoils of success.
You want to put your name in the credits? As executive producer? You are a snake! No wonder you're crawling out from under your rock. You blew your plan to kill Megan. Now you want to cut your losses and go legit. You.
I always intended to have my name on the credits.
No, you didn't. If Nikki killed Megan, you would have remained a silent partner. Do you really believe that the court and the people of Landview are going to believe you? Do you think that they're that stupid? Forget it, Hester. They've got your number. They know what you are. A loan shark, an extortionist, a drug lord.
I'm a filmmaker. I have a project to complete. And you're going to conclude your project and your film by giving me a final print, my friend. And have it ready as soon as possible so I can have it released for the summer.
Yeah, you're smoking some of that dope that you're peddling.
Apparently my mind is much clearer than yours, Mr. Guthrie. Otherwise, you wouldn't be turning your back on your life stream. It's a good film. It'll make you and your precious Megan stars. It'll open every door of every major studio in Hollywood.
Not to mention more Swiss bank accounts for you.
The film will be a success, whether you edit it or not, Mr. Guthrie. So I'm not concerned about my bank accounts. Well, if you want to turn your back on it and walk out, go ahead. I'll just hire another director. But if you do walk, you'll be turning your back on a chance of a lifetime. What's more important to you? Your pride or your future?
Let's have the keys, please. And this is something that I would expect CJ or Jessica to pull.
Fine, it's childish, but I'm not letting you go.
Look, you can't stop me, so please give me the keys.
And you can't make a big move like this without talking to your parents first. It's only fair.
Look, I talked to Dad about this. They know that I'm thinking about moving out.
Good. Fine. Then wait a day or two. Don't move out the day that they're coming home from a trip.
Look, I thought they were coming back tomorrow.
Oh, I see. So you can escape before you have to face them?
If I tried to talk to them, Dad would just get mad and Mom would start crying. Nobody needs that.
Yeah, nobody needs that pain. We've all suffered enough in the last couple of months.
Why am I the bad guy all of a sudden? I mean, kids grow up and move out on their own all the time. It just happens to be my turn.
You're not moving out because you're grown up. You're moving out because you're angry at your parents.
Megan, this is right for me. And if you can't understand that, well, I'm sorry. But that's just how it is.
Look, if this was right for you, you wouldn't be sneaking out of the house when Joey and Jessica were still at school. You would wait until they got back so you could say goodbye to them. Why do they have to suffer for the anger you feel for Vicky and Clint?
Look, I'm sorry that they're caught up in the middle of all this. I'll make it up to them.
Oh, right. How are you going to do that?
Well, they can come over to my place whenever they want.
Oh, great.
I'll make it real fun for them. I mean, they'll have a big adventure.
I really think that they would prefer if you stayed here. That way they could see you whenever they wanted to. You know, they're probably going to think that you don't love them anymore.
I'll explain it to them. I'll make them understand. But right now, I've got to take my box to the car and get some stuff.
Boy, I was brilliant, wasn't I? I guess I did everything wrong. I shouldn't have gotten so angry. I think I should have been more understanding.
I tried the understanding thing. Get an answer for every point I tried to make, you know?
Gosh, I guess we're going to be great parents, aren't we?
We are. We're going to be just fine, because you know why? We're going to start with that little tiny baby. And by the time he gets to be 17, he or she, well, maybe we'll have the answers for something like this.
Oh, we certainly don't have the answers now. I think we really blew it with Kevin. I just feel so sorry for Vicky. She's really going to be devastated.
Dorian, have you been going through Herb's private files?
How dare you accuse me of breaking the law?
Well, you seem to know a good deal more about this case than those other reporters.
Well, you know, it's not my fault they're all fools. Since they've been taken in by the Victoria Lord Buchanan myth, and they couldn't possibly think that their perfect mayor would be involved in a seamy murder case.
Just because the murder happened at Landfair does not mean that I am involved.
The fact remains that you pretended to be Mickey Smith. That does give one pause. I know how painful Mickey Smith has been to you and your family. So for you to pretend to bring her back again, you'd have to have a very good reason, because you wouldn't do that to yourself or to your family.
No, you're right. I wouldn't do that. And I did have a very, very good reason. Carlo Hesser was trying to use Mickey Smith to kill my daughter, Megan.
Why? Why could he hate your family so much? Because his son was killed at Landfair? It doesn't make sense, since the police are promoting the theory that it was one of Johnny's associates that did him in.
Dorian, why don't you go and ask Carlo?
Vicky, I am just trying to do you a favor. Your constituents deserve to know the truth. Now you tell me, and I will write a story that will put the best possible light on you. Don't you think that it's time to end these rumors?
Dorian, I cannot discuss this with you. In the first place, I cannot jeopardize the case against Carlo Hesser. That is certainly in no one's best interest. Certainly not the people of our town. So, when Carlo Hesser goes to trial, you will learn all the facts.
And what about Johnny D's murder? Are we going to find out all about that at Carlo Hesser's trial? Is that why Herb won't let the tapes be heard by the media?
I don't know. Go and ask Herb.
I am asking you. Is there any connection between you and Johnny D?
When the district attorney's office prosecutes this case, you will learn the facts.
Oh, Vicky, I wasn't born yesterday. I have spent years watching you wrap these civil servants around your little finger. You and Clint wheel your power around, they crawl into little holes and bury whatever you want buried. Do you know, I think you're never going to allow Johnny D's case to be brought to trial.
Dorian, why are you after me? Why don't you go after Carlo Hesser? His evil is very well documented. If this town needs to be protected from anyone, it's Carlo.
Herb will make sure that Carlo Hesser gets what he deserves. And I will make sure that the people of Landview learn the truth about Johnny D's murder, because I think you know more than what you're telling me. As a matter of fact, I suspect that you're protecting someone. Someone very close to you. Don't worry, I'll get the proof I need. But wouldn't it be a lot better for you and your family if it came from you?
Dorian, I have no intention of giving you anything.
Well, Vicky, you have given me quite enough. And I know exactly how I'm going to use it.
Excuse me.
You saved my life the other night.
The dinner party.
The coffee. Very successful.
How can you ever thank me?
I'll try and think of something. In the meantime, at least I can return your taster's choice.
Look, I'm busy right now, but...
These are the times that try men's souls. Would it make any difference to you if I agreed not to have my name on the credits, to remain a silent partner?
Oh, for how long, Hesser? Until it's edited and ready for release?
No. No. If I give you my word that I'll
Your
do
word is worth
anything that-
nothing to me. If I trusted you, and I don't, I would know that I made that film for you.
But you're wrong. You made the film for yourself. And for Megan. Come on. Wake up, Mr. Guthrie. Idealism is fine in young film students in school. But you're in the real world now, so you'd better learn how to adjust and compromise.
I can compromise, as long as it's not with the devil.
Filmmaking is a very expensive proposition. You have to rely on all sorts of people to bankroll you. But, of course, if they don't live up to your standards, That doesn't make any difference, as long as you achieve, your ultimate goal.
You don't even meet my minimum standards.
You've made that clear. But I'm not asking for a lifetime commitment. All I want you to do is finish this film. Yes, it'll profit me, and it'll profit you as well. And once it's released, you can go back to your gospel, preaching your high and mighty principles. Remember, everybody loves a winner, Mr. Guthrie. But mark my words, nobody ever hires a quitter.
Yeah, and what about Megan?
What about her?
You tried to kill Megan and you failed. I don't believe that you're going to give up on your dreams of revenge, Hesser.
I told you I had nothing to do with the attempt on Megan's life. My innocence will be proven in court. Your talent will be proven in the editing room. I want an answer right now, Mr. Guthrie. Otherwise, I'll hire another editor.
Yeah, I'll edit the film.
You made a wise decision. Hunter! You won't ever regret it.
I hope not.
Well, but you know, if you weren't such a poop, you would have ordered a glass of wine for yourself, and we could have toasted our second meeting of the day. Well, here's looking at you anyway.
Yeah. Dorian, the reason I wanted to have lunch with you...
I know. You were so touched by my letter of apology. Oh, I am so sorry, darling, for the way I acted. I am truly, truly sorry. But, you know, this could be the start of something wonderful.
Well, it's not. No, I heard about how you attacked Vicky at the airport today.
All right, come on,
Now,
Herbert.
you
This
didn't
is what
even have the guts to confront her on private, did you? You had to bring along every other reporter in this town with you.
I was just going after a story just like every reporter there. Now, if this is the purpose of this lunch is to give me a lecture about minding my own business, I'm not saying.
Now, Dorian, I asked you politely to leave this case alone, let me handle it my way, and now I'm telling you, stay out of it.
Apparently your way is sitting on your hands and doing nothing. You should have been out there asking questions at the airport, just like I was. But oh no, you let Vicky and Clint go away on a vacation. A man has been murdered. Don't you want to see justice, sir?
Yes, since when are you shedding tears over scum like Johnny D, huh?
I don't understand. What are you supposed to be doing? You're supposed to be defending and protecting all of the people of Lambview. But oh no, instead, you were only defending and protecting the Buchanans. And of all people, primarily Queen Victoria. Where is your integrity? Where is the man who fought Vicky for the mayor's office?
He lost when his ex-wife conspired with Michael Brand.
Oh, that was mean and cruel.
Well, it was the truth. I'd hoped you'd learn something from that terrible experience. If nothing else, a sense of fair play, but obviously...
Oh, a sense of fair play. Thank you very much. Was it fair to let Vicky go off to the Bahamas when she was a major part of your investigation?
It was a traumatic experience, dear. She needed a rest. Besides, I knew I could depend on her to give us full cooperation when she returned.
Oh, how nice. And has she cooperated? Has she answered all your questions?
Well, she will when we get a chance to talk.
Right, at her convenience. And, of course, you will go to Land Fair and question her. You wouldn't have her come to your office.
What is the matter with you? Vicky is not the bad guy here. Carlo Hesser is the bad guy. You know he's a menace to this community. Why don't you just curb your jealousy of Vicky and concentrate on helping me put Carlo away?
Me jealous of Vicky? Why would I be jealous of her?
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Jake,
Nice to
darling.
have you back.
Thank you. It's so good to be back, and I can't tell you how happy I am to see you two together finally.
Yes, well, me too.
Oh, look at that.
Nice, huh?
Nice. That's much better than nice. That's beautiful. You have very fine taste in jewelry, Mr. Harrison.
Thank you. What are you talking about? That's a prerequisite for getting into this family. Isn't that right, Clint?
You said it, son.
I wish you two nothing but the best. You know that.
Well, thank you. We haven't had an engagement party or anything yet. We wanted to wait until you got back so we could have a family celebration.
Oh, good.
I mean, we don't have to have anything fancy. I don't need a formal affair or anything.
Well, if you're wanting a formal affair, we'll throw you one. But first, we got some problems to take care of.
What problems?
Well, Dorian, for one.
Yeah, she showed up at the airport and she had a bunch of reporters with her.
She was at her absolute worst today.
Well, was she trying to embarrass you?
No. She was trying to make a connection between Nicky Smith and Johnny D's death.
Well, how could she possibly be able to connect those two? How does she know anything about that?
I don't know. But she does. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Because Nicky Smith did kill Johnny D, and eventually I'm going to be held accountable for that death.
Sweetheart, there's no use worrying yourself sick. Let's just wait and see what Troy and Herb have to say.
You didn't kill Johnny. Nicky did. I don't see how they can hold you accountable.
Oh, hi, Briggs.
Yeah, hold on. Clint, it's Briggs.
Yeah, it's all on the tape. They got Johnny threatening to kill everybody unless he can take Tina to South America, and Nicky had no other choice but to shoot him.
Come on, that's the whole case right there, right?
Yeah, I don't know how they could bring up charges against you.
There's a problem down at the Banner. I'm going to have to leave.
Oh. Look, Clint, is this something I could help you out with? I can go.
No, some of that old equipment is breaking down, and I've gotten pretty good at getting it to working again. Honey, I won't be long.
Okay.
Don't you worry too much.
Okay. He's right. I mean, I'm sure that this is going to be settled in no time.
Yeah. I hope so. I really do wish now that I had stayed here and taken care of everything rather than going off on vacation.
Vicky, you were so tired that you could hardly think straight. Now you got a little bit of rest, you're going to be able to deal with this much, much easier.
Oh boy, and what do I have to deal with? Johnny's death? And I have to try and convince everyone in our town that I'm not a lunatic.
No, nobody thinks that of you. Well, you explained to everyone that you were only pretending to be Nicky Smith, and the whole time you had everything at City Hall under control.
Yeah, but I caused my family and my friends a great deal of pain and confusion. And I just hope the children can forgive me for that. How are they?
Great. They're great. I mean, they're probably going to be disappointed that you're home a day early.
Oh, sure. Joey won't be able to have leftover Chinese food for breakfast anymore, right? I know him.
Hi, Mom.
Hey.
Kevin!
I thought I heard your voice. Welcome home.
Darling, thank you. How are you?
Well, I think he looks great, don't you, Kev? Why don't you go and pick up Joey and Jessica at school and bring them back here? I'll make some cookies. We can have a little party.
Megan, you know I've got other plans.
What? You have soccer practice? Oh, no, it's track this semester, isn't it?
No, I told the coach I couldn't play this semester. I've got to get a job so I can pay for my apartment.
What apartment?
Yeah, I'm packing my things now. I'm moving out.
You know, I'm just not going to take your insult. That's certainly not.
I apologize. I didn't mean to
You know what your
insult
problem
you,
is?
Laura.
Would you
What
like
is
to know
my
what your problem?
problem?
You're spending so much time with the Buchanans, you're starting to sound like Asa.
Well, I said I was sorry. Look. I'm up against the wall here. Dorian Hesser has beat every charge that we brought up against him. Now I have a tremendous opportunity to put this guy away for a long time, and I don't want you to jeopardize our chances.
Oh, well, fine. That's even more of an insult than your comment about my jealousy. I have a right to search for news whatever corner I may find.
Not if that corner happens to be in my office. Hey, my secretary caught you wandering into my office on 2 separate occasions today while I was in court.
Yes, that's right. First because I left one of my gloves in your office, and then to leave a note of apology.
Oh.
Well, don't worry. I will not invade your private office. I will oblige you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you would keep that promise just until these cases are resolved, I would appreciate it.
How long will that be?
Well, all right, Gabrielle put in a guilty plea, and that'll be over as soon as Judge Haley determines her sentence, and then Carlo's case will start soon.
And what about Johnny D's? Will that take long, do you think?
Soon it'll start, I hope.
Well, why don't you just give a press conference and give this information to the public?
Dorian, look, all 3 of these cases are highly sensitive. Do you understand? There are aspects of all 3 cases that I'd like to keep under wraps. Is that too hard for you to understand?
Are you telling me that all 3 cases are connected?
Isn't there some other cause you'd like to promote? Like, why don't you come up with some great ways to resolve the homeless crisis?
No, that's old news. It doesn't sell papers.
Well, of course it'll sell papers. The homeless are manufacturing
all right. I
now.
will not take advantage of you and Vicky. Will that satisfy you?
Yes, if I could trust you.
Well, I am not going to sit here and be raked over the coals. I have more important things to attend to. Well, that's just fine. Why don't you have Andy wrap up my lunch, and you can warm it up for dinner? Thank you for the wine, darling.
Look!
Kevin, you said that you were going to think about this before you made this kind of decision.
There's no point in waiting. I know what I have to do. Kevin, look, I'm sorry. I know this is lousy timing. I don't mean to hurt you and Dad. I hope you believe that.
No. Look, when your father comes home from the banner...
Look, I've got to go now, Mom. I'll see you guys later. This is my new phone number and address. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Second Avenue.
Oh, my God, that neighborhood is...
I know, it's the pits.
Look, Vicky, this isn't going to last forever. It's going to be a week. He's going to run out of clean underwear, and he's going to come back home, okay?
No, it's not that simple, Tina. It's not that simple at all. Oh, God, I should have trusted him. I should never have tried to protect him the way I did Joey and Jessica.
There was no way that you could have known.
Did you two know about this?
Yes, we came in as he was loading up the car.
Yeah. I'm sure it's just a phase. It's just a phase. A couple of weeks he'll get over it. He'll be back here before you know. He'll realize he's made a mistake, Vic.
Yeah, but it's not Kevin's mistake. It's my mistake. And I'm going to have to go mend this rift before it becomes so deep that it can't be repaired. I think I'm going to go and see him now.
Vicky, wait a second.
What?
I'm afraid I've got some more bad news for you.
What?
That was Bo. He says that Dorian is going to be on view on Landview today.
Why?
Something about tabloids, but Bo thinks something fishy is going on. He thinks she's got another topic in mind.
Vicky.
Yeah, that's his guess.
Okay, look, Vicky, you go on over to Kevin's, and we'll tape the show for you, and...
Yeah, well, I'm going to make a stop first. I'll be back later.
Good luck with Kevin, okay?
Thank you.
I could kill Kevin for doing this to her. I mean, everything just seems to be happening right now.
Well, now, wait a minute. She did get some good news today, right? About Jake and Megan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great news. You know what? I got a really wonderful idea. Uh-oh. What about you guys building a house right next to ours on the mountain? Well, I think Vicky would give you some land. What do you say?
No, wait a minute. Tina, what happens if they want to live there in town? You know, Megan's got a lawn.
Oh, come on. Move to the mountain.
Well, we have wanted a house, isn't that right?
Pukala. Pukala. Get out of here. Oh, I don't care. I don't care where we live as long as we're together. I'd be happy to live in a tent. Of course, the way Jake is, he'd have me living in a house bigger than Landfair.
Someday. You've got a winner here.
Think so?
I know so. I've been putting the scenes in order. This is great stuff.
Thanks, man. Let's get to work. Where's the negative?
On the shelf. I was just going to take it over to the lab, have more copies made.
No, don't bother. I don't want to spend any more money than we already have to. I know exactly what I want to do.
You don't want at least one more copy for protection?
No. I want to go with my instincts.
You've been on the mark so far. And I've worked on a lot of junk. I'm really proud to be a part of this project.
This project is my life's dream.
I'm glad to know that some dreams come true. Scenes 1 through 40.
Great. What's on the machine?
The last scene.
All right, man. Just give me about an hour to clear my head or so, and I'll give you a call.
Sure thing. Extension 3504.
Right.
I'd rather keep the light on.
No wonder I married you.
What, for my body?
For your mind.
Well, this is one thing I'm never going to take off.
Megan. And you never forgive me for doing this. Hopefully you'll at least understand.
Where's the film editor? I'm paying him a bundle to work with you.
I told him I'd call him when I need him.
With all due respect, this isn't a film school project. I'm told this guy really knows his stuff. He could be of great help to you.
With all due respect, I need some time to clear my head. Are you coming in here to tell me how to do my job?
No, of course not. Of course not. I just wanted to wish you good luck. And to give you a list of composers my associate compiled. To write the music for the film.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, aren't you going to take a look at it?
First things first, Carlo.
Right. I apologize. I'm very enthusiastic about the film, and I'm anxious to have it ready for the summer release.
Oh, yeah? How much do you think you're going to make on this?
Conservative estimate. Triple my investment, $9 million.
You mean you put up the entire $3 million?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you're here then. To witness the crowning touch.
What the hell are you doing?
Take a look in that basket, Carlo. That's the only print of the film.
No, the only print. Harry said he was going to make up a dozen of them.
to wait until I finish editing.
What the hell are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Fuck!
Where's the negative?
Don't waste your time. The negative's in that basket.
That's the last. It's the negative. That's $3 million lost, destroyed. Like your future!
My future is nothing if I have to sacrifice your principles! You'll go out of my way!
Should be just in time for the third segment.
In this segment of View on Landview, we'll be discussing tabloids. On yesterday's show, we interviewed 3 people who had sued various tabloids and won their lawsuits. Today, we'll hear the other side of the story. From Dorian Lord, the owner and publisher of the National Intruder. Dorian, thank you for being with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Do you consider the Intruder to be a tabloid?
Yes,
Yeah.
but we've never been sued by anyone because we print the truth. As painful as it may be, it is the truth.
Well, you must
Oh,
understand
that's
that
the
a number of
truth?
trophies
Yeah,
of the
here,
Intruder
when?
is best a nuisance and at worst a
Always.
menace to society.
Well, may I say the only menace to this city is its mayor, Vicky Buchanan. She has used this city as her own personal preserve. And I think that the people of Landview should know the terrible shape the city is in. Now, when she pretended to be Nikki Smith...
Vicky, I'm sorry. I had no idea she'd do this.
And embarrassed us in the national
Would you mind
media.
if I joined
But
this
she
discussion?
also ignored her duty.
Be my guest. Say I invited you.
Well, the major problem here is we never really know if she's going to be Vicky Buchanan or Nikki Smith. So I call upon the people of Landview who care about this city to demand her immediate resignation. I call on all of you to... Vicky.
Hello, Dorian. Hello, Barbara. Madam Mayor, your producer has invited me to join the discussion. I'm sorry I'm a little late.
Yes, it's obvious you didn't have time to stop in the makeup room.
That's all right. Neither did you. I would like to assure the people of our town that I am Victoria Buchanan and I am in control.
Yes, but we never know when Nikki Smith is going to emerge. And that's a very serious problem. But there's something even more serious, and that's a cover-up in Johnny D's murder case, which happened in your home. Now, it's been months since he's been killed, but neither the police nor the DA's office has managed to bring his killer to justice.
Is there a cover-up, Mrs. Buchanan? No, of course not. I explained to Dorian earlier that an investigation is underway and the matter will be resolved very shortly. Of course, Dorian, that doesn't make for very interesting headlines, does it? And that's obviously why you're here, because you thrive on controversy, and if some doesn't exist, you create it.
Mrs. Now, wait a minute. My sources maintain that not only the police commissioner, but also the district attorney are protecting the very person who put them in their positions.
Dorian, you were married to the district attorney, and you know perfectly well that he is a man of honesty and integrity, and so is Troy Nichols. I can assure you, and I can assure the people of our town, that they are not protecting anyone.
But Mrs.
What do you
Buchanan-
know about Johnny D's murder? I'm sorry. I'm not at liberty to comment on that.
You know an awful lot more about his death than you're telling us, don't you?
My family and I are cooperating with the investigation, and that is all that you need to know right now, Dorian. However, for your own information, I will tell you this. This case will be decided in a court of law, not on a television interview show, and certainly not in the pages of your tabloid. If you were truly interested in justice instead of some sort of personal vendetta against me, you would not have struck
Vicky,
the...
that's all the time we have for this segment. Thank you so much for appearing on View on Landview, and thank you for watching.
Oh,
Yeah, will you take that, Dorian?
Yeah.
Shut my mother out.
We're in commercial. Great piece, folks.
Well, did you enjoy yourself, Madam Mayor?
No, matter of fact, I didn't, Dorian. But it gives me great solace to see that you didn't enjoy yourself either. So I guess my mission was a partial success.
Well, if you think I'm throwing in the towel, you're wrong. I'm not.
You know, Dorian, I am truly sorry that you're so miserable. But believe me, the only thing that will happen if you try and destroy me is more misery for you.
We'll see, Vicky. We'll just see.